Hello, BASD community. I wanted to give an update on a few coronavirus-related topics today. First, I want to thank our elementary teachers and principals, students and parents for making the first week of our 4-day hybrid program very successful. Everyone did their jobs, we wore our masks, we maintained the new distancing of not less than 3 feet, and we had a really successful week. And teachers are telling me, wow, they can cover so much more. The pace is great for student learning and to get outside and have some fun as well in these final weeks. So thank you, and I wanted to share that really positive news that our students at the elementary level are back 4 days a week successfully. Also wanted to share some good news that vaccinations work. Pennsylvania prioritized education workers a month or so ago. And so all of our employees had the opportunity to be vaccinated. And since that time, when large numbers of our employees have been vaccinated, the number of positive employee cases has dropped to near zero. In fact, currently for our professional staff, there's only one active case. So we are lower as far as staff positive cases than we've been the entire year. And we are at the lowest point of the number of staff that have to quarantine if they were exposed to a case either at work or outside of work. Because if you're if you have your vaccination, even if you're a close contact of a positive person, you don't have to quarantine. So vaccinations have made a dramatic difference as far as the well-being and health of our staff. So now we're focused on high school students. The state opened up vaccinations to all people down to age 16 and above. And so it's really critical that we focus on getting high school students, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, vaccinated. If we want to have confidence and a high hope that liberty and freedom can return to as normal a schedule as possible in the fall, we need to get as many kids vaccinated as possible between now and then. When I look at the impact the vaccination push had on our teachers, I know now that it can make a dramatic difference in our ability to say we're ready, we can fully open and safely open the high schools in the fall. So please focus parents on getting your high school kids vaccinated. In order to help that, we're going to plan to hold a clinic, or maybe a couple different times we'll hold vaccination clinics specifically for high school kids. We're working with the City of Bethlehem Health Bureau to do that. We'll do it at one of our schools. As soon as we have the date and the details worked out on that, I'll send a message out to high school parents and students. But I really encourage you to protect your kids. Right now, most of the majority of positive cases in Northampton County, and we still have way too many cases. We're still one of the worst counties in the state for that. But most of the cases are teenagers, 20s, late 20s into 30s, younger people that are positive. So we can knock that down. We can fight back against this virus by getting our kids vaccinated. And finally, let me end with this. For a long time, we were on the defensive with this coronavirus, with this pandemic, right? We had to wear the masks, we had to keep distancing. Those were defensive moves on our part, right? To protect ourselves. The vaccine is the game changer. Now we can go on offense. It's like getting the star quarterback, your star receiver, and your star running back all back into the lineup at the same time. We can win this now, but we have to continue to do the things that keep us safe. So while we get people vaccinated, while we get our kids vaccinated, we need to continue to stick with the masking. In schools, it's not a problem. Kids are masked in schools. That's not an issue. And we pay attention to the distancing as well. But outside of school, I'm seeing increasing children infections. So if you look at our dashboard right now, we have, I think, over 40 cases, student cases on the dashboard right now, elementary, middle, and high school. They're not getting infected in school. So I'm asking parents, double down please on keeping an eye on the activities your kids are involved in. making sure students are masked. One student on one community team can lead to 40 kids being quarantined, the entire team. And then those are all phone calls our health services people make. One student on a middle school athletic team or a high school athletic team that is positive leads to multiple kids being quarantined and then having to miss school. I know that some of the community leagues, frankly, are not adhering to the mask protocols at practice and games that we're requiring for our teams to do. So I'm asking, double down, be extra cautious with the masks, because the group that is most generating most of the new infections right now are school age, college age kids. So we need to stick together on this. We need to get through the school year. Otherwise, we're going to end up having more and more schools have to close for several days at a time if the student infection rates continue at the pace that they're going. So if we put schooling the priority, we want kids to be in school, we have to act that way. And we have to make sure we're protecting ourselves outside of school as well as inside of school. We've made a lot of progress. Like I said, we're on the offensive now against this disease because we have the vaccine. We can get through this together. Let's stick together. Let's follow the protocols, and let's continue to treat each other with compassion and grace. Thank you.